Students, welcome back to the class Carboxylic acids. In the previous class, we studied about nomenclature of carboxylic acids. Today, we are going to study about structure and bonding in carboxylic acids. Okay, structure and bonding in carboxylic acids. Carboxylic acid structure can be written here R, C, double bond O, single bond O, H. Both the oxygens here, they are having lone pair of electrons. So this is called structure 1. For this, we can write two Lewis structures. So among that, this is the first structure. Another one structure for this is R, C, single bond O minus, double bond O, H, and this is plus. This is because the lone pair electrons from this oxygen are transferred to this CO bond. So that it becomes again C double bond O. So from the C double bond O, pi electrons are shifted on oxygen, so that oxygen gets negative charge and this oxygen gets positive charge. Due to resonance, oxygen atom of OH group develops a positive charge and has tendency to attract shared pair electrons of this OH bond. It has the tendency to attract this shared pair of electrons towards itself. Thus, shared electrons of OH bond get transferred towards oxygen atom and bond gets weakened. Thus, release of this H plus becomes easy. It forms carboxylate ion. See, these electrons of OH bond are transferred to oxygen, so that release of this H plus becomes easy. This is called structure 2. So these two are called Lewis structures for carboxylic acid group. Now we'll see the release of H plus ions from this structure 2 are C, single bond O minus, and this is double bond O, H, and here positive charge on this oxygen. This oxygen having two lone pair of electron and this having only one pair of electron, because one pair of electron is involved in this bond formation. This OH bond electrons are also transferred here. So this is called structure 2. Among this 1 and 2, this is structure 2. So the H plus is released here and it forms a carboxylate ion C, O minus, and this becomes C double bond O plus H plus is released. And when it becomes C double bond O, yet oxygen gets a lone pair of electrons back. And this is called carboxylate ion. Carboxylate ion. This carboxylate ion is also resonance stabilized. So see this carboxylate ion, I will write again C double bond O, and this one is O minus. This is carboxylate ion. You can say this as a structure 3. The negative charge from this oxygen is transferred to C double bond CO bond, so that the pi electrons from this C double bond O shifted to oxygen. So we can write a resonance structure for this as R, C, this is O minus, and this is double bond oxygen. So this is structure 4. Structure 3 and structure 4 are having oxygen one oxygen minus in structure 3, another oxygen getting a negative charge in the structure 4. So for both of them, hybrid structure can be written R, C, single bond O, and there is a small charge on both the oxygen, and there is a partial double bond between carbon and oxygen. This is called resonance hybrid. So because both the structure 3 and structure 4 are equivalent, therefore the charge is simultaneously distributed among both the oxygens, and both are having partial double bond, and both are having small negative charge. And due to this formation of a resonance hybrid, this carboxylate ion is more stable than this carboxylic acid. In the carboxylic acid, what happens? In the structure 2, one oxygen having a negative charge and another one oxygen having a positive charge. So due to the two opposite charges, this structure is somewhat unstable. But in the resonance hybrid, both the oxygen having partial negative charge and linked with the partial double bond. Therefore, this resonance hybrid is more stable compared to this carboxylate group. Therefore, release of H plus is easy, so it forms the carboxylate ion. The existence of resonance in carboxylate ion is supported by X-ray studies. This fact is supported by bond lengths. So for example, if formic acid is taken, so formic acid formula is HCOOH. So formic acid, the two CO bonds have different bond lengths, because in the formic acid, this is hydrogen, one is hydrogen, carbon, and one is C double bond O, another one is C single bond O H. So this is a formic acid. Two CO bonds are present, both the CO bonds having different bond lengths. So one CO bond length is, that is C double bond O. This bond length is 1.23 angstrom. And another CO bond, that is C single bond O, this bond length is 1.36 angstrom. But in sodium formate, sodium formate is HC single bond O, another one single bond O, both are having slight negative charges and joined together with partial double bond Na plus. So this is a structure of sodium formate. In the sodium formate, when bond lengths are measured, both the CO bond lengths are identical. That is, both the CO bond lengths are 1.27 angstrom. It is intermediate between C double bond O and C single bond O length. That is, here, see, this bond length is 1.23 angstrom. And this bond length is 1.36 angstrom. But when in sodium format it is measured, both are showing 1.27 angstrom. Now, this is more than this carbon oxygen double bond length, that is 1.23. So it is more than 1.23, and here this is also 1.27, which is less than 1.36 angstrom. Means both the carbon oxygen bond lengths are in between double bond and single bond. So this confirms or proves the presence of resonance in carboxylate ion. So this is a structure of a formic acid, and this is sodium formate. So when sodium formate is formed, in that the presence of resonance structure in formate ion is confirmed by measuring their bond length. The stability of carboxylate ion can also be explained on the basis of molecular orbital structure. So we can see the structure of molecular orbital is R, C, single bond O, and this is single bond O. Means here the carbon in the carboxylate ion is sp2 hybridized. So it is having 3 sp2 hybrid orbitals. So among that, one sp2 hybrid orbital is overlapped with sp2 hybrid orbital of oxygen and it forms a sigma bond. Another one hybrid orbital will overlap with oxygen and forms a sigma bond, and third sp2 hybrid orbital forms a sigma bond with the hydrogen or carbon of this. So there are 3 sigma bonds are formed. Now the carbon is having one unhybrid pz orbital which is perpendicular to the plane and that having a single electron. In the oxygen also, both the oxygen are sp2 hybridized. Among that, oxygen forms one sigma bond with the carbon and another 2 hybrid orbitals of oxygen are already having lone pair of electrons. So these will not involve in any type of bond formation. One pz orbital in oxygen is also having a lone pair of electron which is perpendicular to the plane. Now these unhybridized pz orbitals overlap laterally. So above orbitals are overlapping and below orbitals are overlapping so that they form delocalized pi molecular orbital. So this is called delocalized pi molecular orbital. So that can be shown like this: R, C, this is a single bond, that is a sigma bond, oxygen, and this is oxygen. Both the oxygens having partial bond due to the overlapping of molecular orbitals, and due to that there is a partial double bond is formed between oxygen, carbon and oxygen. So there is no pure single bond or no pure double bonds are present. So this is called molecular orbital picture of carboxyl group. This also confirms the stability of carboxylate ion. Why the carboxylate ion is more stable? Because there is no pure single and double bonds are present. Both the oxygens are simultaneously sharing that negative charge which is formed on one oxygen, and thus both the oxygens are connected with the carbon with the partial double bond. So that carboxylate ion, due to this molecular orbital picture or by measuring the bond length also, it is confirmed that there is a resonance, and due to that resonance the carboxylate ion is more stable. And this is the reason why the carboxylic acids are acidic in nature. This is structure and bonding of carboxyl groups. We'll see now acidity of carboxylic acids. So carboxylic acids are acidic in nature. They are weak acids. Hence they ionize partially in solution, as this is RCOOH plus H2O. So in the solution or in water they ionize as COO minus plus H3O plus. If any compound is said to be acid when it releases H plus and becomes the anion, then only it is called acid. So for this formula, suppose we apply law of mass action. On applying law of mass action, so what happens? There is a Ka, that means dissociation constant of acid. It can be written as product of concentration of ions, it is RCOO minus and H3O plus, concentration of product of concentration of ions to the concentration of acid RCOOH. So as the Ka value is more, then it is called more acidic. So when this Ka value increases, if the forward reaction takes place, then Ka value increases. That is, concentration of carboxylate ion increases, then Ka value increases, means it becomes more acidic. This is already we discussed already. When the acid is formed, the carboxylate ion, means if the carboxylate ion is stable, then only it gives H plus ions. In the carboxylic acid, this is the resonance structure, that is O, and another one is a single bond OH. This is a carboxylic acid. These electrons are shifted, these electrons to the oxygen, so that it forms R, C, single bond O minus, and here this oxygen loses electrons for the formation of double bond, and this is H. So in the carboxylic group, one oxygen bears negative, another one oxygen bears positive charge, and due to this opposite charges, this structure is somewhat less stable, and due to this positive charge, it takes the electrons from this OH group and it forms the carboxylic acid, that is R, C, single bond O minus, and this becomes a C double bond O and H plus. Here it loses H plus easily and gives that electrons to oxygen. The positive charge present on oxygen has the tendency to attract this OH bond electrons. Therefore, removal of this H plus becomes easy. If the compounds gives H plus easily, then they becomes acids. So due to that, here carboxylic acid is acidic in nature, and their acidity, that is a dissociation constant of an acid, is represented by Ka. But the Ka value of carboxylic acids are usually very small and consist of negative powers of 10. Therefore, they are expressed in terms of pKa. Ka or pKa. So what is pKa? pKa is equal to negative log of Ka to the power 10. So if pKa value is more, then Ka value is smaller, or greater the value of Ka, smaller the value of pKa. So let us see some examples of values of carboxylic acids. So we'll write here formic acid. Formic acid formula is HCOOH. Its Ka value is 1.77 into 10 raised to minus 5. This is Ka value of formic acid, and its a pKa value. If the Ka value is small, then pK value is more, that is 3.75. But as acetic acid is taken, acetic acid. Its formula is CH3COOH. Its Ka value is 1.75 into 10 raised to minus 5. So that, or the pK value is 4.76. pK value is more than the carboxylic acids are weak acids. Or instead of Ka is taken, if Ka value is less, then carboxylic acids having less strength. So among this formic acid and acetic acid, formic acid having a Ka value 1.77 into 10 raised to minus 5. But acetic acid is 1.75. It is less than the formic acid. That is due to the presence of this CH3 group. The methyl group is called electron releasing group. It releases electron towards the adjacent carbon or adjacent group. That is called plus I effect. That is positive inductive effect. The electron releasing groups are present, then they exert positive inductive effect, and due to that this this acetic acid forms the acetate ion is somewhat difficult. For the formic acid, here H C double bond O OH, these electrons can be taken easily because this carbon hydrogen bond is almost neutral, so that it forms the ion, that is H C double bond O O minus plus H plus. But while in acetic acid, this is a CH3 C double bond O OH. To form the acetate ion, it should take these electrons, but here adjacent methyl group which is releasing electrons towards this carbon, so that this carbon becomes somewhat unstable. And here also the electrons which are transferred on oxygen, CH3 C double bond O O minus. For the stability, these electrons should be transferred like this, delocalized. But adjacent methyl group is also releasing electrons towards this central carbon, so that distribution of this negative charge becomes somewhat difficult. That's why it will not give this H plus easily. But in the formic acid, among this CH bond, almost the hydrogen is neutral. It is not an electron releasing group or withdrawing group. Therefore, easily these electrons can be delocalized, so that it gives H plus easily, so that formic acid is more acidic than acetic acid. That means if the electron releasing groups are present, the acidity of carboxylic acid decreases. Or the groups which shows positive inductive effect decreases the acidity of carboxylic acids. So we'll take another one example, chloroacetic acid. Chloroacetic acid formula is ClCH2COOH. So here the Cl group, this is an electron withdrawing group. It withdraws electron from this carbon, so that now this carbon can take the electrons which are formed on this carboxylate ion easily, so that it can give H plus easily. Carboxylic gives H plus easily and forms sodium oxalate ion. Therefore, its K value is more, that is 136 into 10 raised to minus 5. And its pK value is 2.87. So it is more than this acetic acid. Chloroacetic acid is more acidic than this acetic acid. That is because in the chloroacetic acid, Cl group is electron withdrawing group, that shows or exerts minus I effect. So if negative inductive effect observes, or the groups which shows the negative inductive effect, then the acidity of carboxylic acid increases. If positive inductive effect is present, the groups having positive inductive effect are present, acidity of carboxylic acid decreases, or the groups present are having or exerting negative inductive effect, then acidity of carboxylic acid increases. Another example is dichloroacetic acid, ClCH, So two groups are there which are taking electrons from this adjacent carbon. So we can write it as a Cl, CH, another one Cl group, COOH. So the two groups are there which are taking electrons from this adjacent carbon, so that now this carbon is deficient in electron, so it can easily involved in the delocalization of these negative charge which is formed on the oxygen. So the Ka value of dichloroacetic acid is 5530 into 10 raised to minus 5, and its pKa value is 1.26. So as compared to acetic acid, chloroacetic acid is more acidic, dichloroacetic is more acidic than chloroacetic acid, because the negative inductive effect still more increases. So as the negative inductive effect increases, acidity of carboxylic acid increases. Positive inductive effect increases, acidity of carboxylic acid decreases. We'll take another one example, C6H5COH. Benzoic acid having Ka value 6.46 into 10 raised to minus 5, whereas pKa value is 4.19. And para-nitrobenzoic acid. So this is the structure of benzoic acid, COH. Para-nitrobenzoic acid is the nitro group at the para position, COOH, and here NO2 group. This NO2 group is again electron withdrawing group. It withdraws electron from the benzene ring so that it can involved in the delocalization of the negative charge which is formed on this ion, so that the para-nitrobenzoic acid is more acidic, having pKa value is 36 into 10 raised to minus 5, or its pKa value is 3.41. So pKa value is less, then it is more acidic. So as the groups which shows the negative inductive effect increases the acidity of carboxylic acids. So here benzene ring which is involved in the delocalization of the electrons. So like this is C double bond O and O minus H plus. So benzoate ion is formed. These electrons are distributed like this. But when there is adjacent NO2 group is also present, it withdraws electron from this benzene ring, so that benzene ring withdraws electrons from this carbon. So the distribution of these electrons becomes more easy in para-nitrobenzoic acid. Therefore, it is more acidic than the benzoic acid. See, in the benzoic acid, it is 6.46 into 10 raised to minus 5 Ka value. But in the para-nitrobenzoic acid, it is 36 into 10 raised to minus 5. Or if pK values are taken, so pK value is more in benzoic acid, it is 4.19. But in the para-nitrobenzoic acid, it is 3.41. So this is due to the NO2 group, which shows negative inductive effect. So the groups which shows negative inductive effect are present, then carboxylic acids are more acidic in nature. If the groups which shows positive inductive effect, then the carboxylic acids are less acidic in nature. Thank you. In the next class, we'll discuss about discuss about the preparation of carboxylic acids. Thank you, students.